Welcome back, welcome back. Hope you guys doing alright today. I know I am. Today, I don't know. For some reason, well, not for some reason, I've been thinking about like sex. And not just having sex, like the thought, the feeling, the actual thinking about it. Like, you ever ask yourself, like, besides having a baby, what is sex good for? Because morally, that's what they say, you know what I mean? And it makes sense when you just look at life, very straightforward. And when you look at it straightforward, that's the best reason. Because, it helps us produce, keep life going. And then I always think, the Bible says the Lord made things, and He made things for a reason. And I've come to find out everything He makes has multiple reasons. Now, I've been thinking about this my whole life, trying to understand and figure out what is this lust or this love, And when you compare it to, the Bible and what it says, you don't even need the Bible. You just compare it to what you know to be true. Like, did you really like that person, or did they really just look good and that's why you wanted to sleep? Sound the horns. That's why you wanted to sleep with them. Straight like that. I realize a lot of people hide behind things and like, because I'm not saying I have the answer, and I'm not saying that running free and having sex with multiple people is a good thing. It's not. What I'm saying is responsible and irresponsible is two different things. Running around sleeping with multiple people is dumb. We all know once you have sex, once you fall in love with somebody or whatever, that opens you up. So either someone's going to trick you and get you out your, or you're going to fall in love with somebody and you're going to give it up to them. And then when they leave you, you have the urge now, no matter what. You can't turn it off. Well, you can best learn to subdue. But you can't turn it off. Like, I know this to be true because it's something I fought all my life. Like, seeing that I was always smart about it though. Like, I always seen friends and other people running around, and I said, why don't you just get a girlfriend? Like, I get it though. You want to have sex. That's what starts us off, right? And then we get with one or two, whatever. We get in the game, and then dudes is just like, all right, I'm just gonna keep going. Or even women, because there ain't no sides. Women do the same exact things for the same exact reasons. There are women that are nymphos and men that are nymphos. Like, when you bring those type of words in, this is what I mean by the world is so... this shit is bigger than we believe and we were taught. Like, if you're a nymphomaniac, right? That's like someone that's addicted to sex. Most times people have become addicted to sex is because they started at an early age and you don't know what the fuck you're doing. So you got, it's like drugs because you know chemicals go through your brain when you have sex. So you got hooked on the sex drug, right? And there's a difference though between that type of person and a person that likes to have sex a lot, like a whore. She's doing it to get things. I need money, I need rent, I need food, I need status. I need to hurt her feelings. Get it? It's a difference. Now, I met women that were supposedly or was this and talked to them because I try to figure out people's brains because I know we're all different, so we all have different problems, so we all need different solutions, and they got us running on this hamster wheel shit like we're only supposed to be one way or the other. You're either good or you're bad, you're in love or you're in lust. What about the rest of us in the middle with all these other like chemical problems? Like majority of bad things like abuse and all these spiritual things, spirits, you got a spirit on you. Scientifically they call it mental abuse. You have a fucked up chemical imbalance, you have a lack of knowledge, you have a lack of, one thing leads to another. So this is why the Lord made me study his side of the spirituality side and the science shit and bring it together and make sense out of this in my own way, because I don't hear people trying to make sense of shit. They just label you and they throw you in the trash. You're not on the team no more. You did this. Something's wrong with your brain. Well, how did they get like that? You know? Like I said, most sexualized people were touched either with the RDR when they were really young, which that's going to break your mind. If you're getting touched before you even hit puberty, you're opening up a window to a world that it's not supposed to be opened up. Get it? So then that person's gonna more than likely spend their life exploring sexuality because they've been opened up to it, but they have no one to teach them responsibility of it. Get it? So that's where I say, like, so many of us are so confused because it is so many of these situations that put us in all these categories. And I just been thinking, and it just makes me like, what is, like I said, what's sex, what's love, right? What's the feeling? Why do we chase it so much? I found out that, like I just said, scientifically, when we are doing these things, you know, hormones are released and certain chemicals. And it's just like anything you like in the world. It's the same thing. If you like playing the sport, you like doing work, you like whatever. When you start doing that, you get happy. Endorphins are sent through your brain. That's what makes you feel happy. You don't just get happy because you're happy. A chemical goes through your brain. Your body releases it. So that's when I realized that we're chemical, electrical beings. And how much, you know, your vibration, your electricity is, you know, controlled by your thoughts. And the chemicals is controlled by what you put in your fucking mouth. Get it? Now, when people, you know, do things to us, it breaks the rhythm of these things and throws these cycles off. And I'm not a doctor, but I know, sure enough, multiple people study these things and they have multiple, anything I talk about, there's already a fucking school on it. Like, when I talk about this sexual alchemy shit, men have been doing this for forever. There are men that get paid to literally give women orgasms. They don't have sex with them. They use their hands. That's, see, you niggas don't know nothing about that. You think you just gotta have sex with your thing. And that's why you just can't, you know, that's why you just don't learn. Anyway, I don't want to make it all about that. Fucking weirdos always showing up and just staring at a nigga. Like, this shit is weird as fuck. Who the fuck just stands on the corner and just stares at somebody? It's fucking weirdos. Anyway, you know, I've been thinking, like, what's the line? You know what I mean? Like, as a man of God that believes in the law of God and believes that, you're not supposed to whore yourself out and sell yourself for money. You know what I mean? Because a man or a woman, because it does something to you. It's going to change you. It's going to hurt you eventually. And then I realized we live in a world where a lot of women, a lot of men and women, were sexually either deprived, and the women that, like men, we just getting left out, right? So we don't even get to practice or nothing. Women are just running around sleeping with the same dude that don't even know nothing about that shit. So sound the horns. So multiple men and women never reach this, I guess, word nirvana of what sex can actually be good. Cause listen, man, let me explain like this. You ever been really mad? You ever have a really bad day? You ever argue with your partner and then you stop fighting and then you just have sex that night? And it ended up being really good because of whatever reason. You stop fighting, you watch the movie had a crazy scene, and then you're just like, hey, something. And you just ended up having a good night, right? And afterwards, did you just literally completely forget what the fuck you were fighting about, and you looked at this person and started treating them like you never fought? And then you go back about your regular, I love you and all this and the do until the next time you beef and get to this discussion. Why is it that bad men and bad women know for a fact I'm gonna dickmatize you, I'm gonna pussy whip you, and I'm gonna control your brain? I'm gonna control your life. So what the fuck is this? What is this? You get it? The bad guys know what it can do. How come the good people? How come we don't use it like that? Like, I'm gonna figure out what that to do that, and then I'm gonna be on the good team and I'm gonna do that. You get it? You know? Cause it's really strange that as I study the Bible and have more faith, and I went celibate for so many years, then jumped back out, got into the bullshit, and then realized, like, yo, a lot of women are not worth having sex with anymore. Like, you're not gonna get what you want out of it. You're just gonna jump on top of them, and they're not gonna do anything. They're just gonna, And I'm not just having sex. I'm exploring things. I'm trying to. I don't know. I don't know what it is. All I do know is it's powerful. It makes men build buildings. It makes men betray their family. It makes men leave their children behind. It makes men think of the greatest planet and save their children. Do you understand that act of actually pleasing someone can either be used for good or evil, yin and yang? You get it? How come good people don't do that? How come the regular men that we ain't on the bad team, how come we definitely all know that we gotta argue with our wife just to fucking, you know what I mean? And I get it though. So fellas, don't just blame her like she don't wanna, why she stopped having sex, cause you just jump on her. You're not actually trying to make her feel good and yourself. You just wanna, you wanna rub one out. It's been a hard day. I get it. Because, men want to be pleased just like women. But it's like a give and take. It's like both people want this. Nobody sound horns. Nobody doesn't not want it, right? Why do we live in a world where we live, like I said, we have nymphos, and then there's women that are like, no, I'm not sexual like that. I like to have sex. I don't mind, but I'm more of like a twice, 3 times a week. But when I do get it in, I get it in. Like, and then I got shit to do. And then there's other people that are, they need to get it in a lot. So where's this line? Where's this merger of how to use this to our advantage? Because I really see so many people like look unhappy now, like walking with their spouses and shit. And I'm like, They don't look totally unhappy. Shit's going on. Life's really hard, but I swear, I'd be like, yo, y'all ain't never just, you ain't never seen your girl having a bad day. You ain't arguing with her. All this other bullshit going on in her life. And then she comes home and she's all stressed out. And you ain't like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna fix you up. I'm gonna fix you up right. You ain't never did that shit. And then put her little dumb ass to bed. And then she wake up and like, I was mad about that bitch and that work and then they're hating, but you know what? I didn't even care. They're mad because, you know, like it's crazy. Like I've seen women testify in front of me, sound the horns, and tell me their stories about being in these situations of life and fucked up. And be with a dude that, you know, ain't got much or whatever, and he holds it down like that, and they're going through the most extreme shit. Can't pay rent and or, you know, just so many real problems that people actually gotta face. And then they love each other, so they're like, you know, they don't even give a fuck. They're like, so what? That shit is crazy to me. It's like, I mean, I've been there in a certain way. But, you know, it doesn't last all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. You know, women want to get up in life. I get it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But when you finally get up, do you leave back that thing that, because there's a new, you know? It's, and then it makes me feel sad because I see it, like I just said, women will find someone they love. This person will not have money or status. They leave that guy. They go to this status, and then that guy doesn't even know how to love her or give a fuck about how to love her. And then what? Spend fucking 10 years, 15 years, get divorced anyway, then go look for the young Thundercat nigga that reminds you of that dude that you used to love. It's a joke. But I get it, you know what I mean? You want to live good, you want to have the dream life, but I be seeing a lot of women that they go get it, and it's not a dream. It's regular shit, damn near. They're like, yeah, I ain't got to worry about, you know, going on trips, and I ain't got to worry. I eat the best foods, I drive really nice cars, but God, I'm bored. God, I wish he would fucking care. Wish he'd go the extra mile like when I first met him. I wish he would, you know, stop trying to make love to me. We've been doing that for years, nigga. Learn how to beat it up. Now, like I said, I get it though, because everybody's not equipped. But like I just said 10 minutes ago, there's dudes that get paid. It's their job to please women with their hands. That's all they use. They don't have sex with these women. These women never experienced orgasms, and they can't find a dude to do it, and they go pay this guy, and he shows them what them hands is about. When I seen that, I said, hey, yeah, you better start learning things, because someone can bash your fucking face in it any day. You know what I mean? Cut your face up, you won't be pretty. What you gonna do then? Men become, I forget the word, where you don't get hard no more, or whatever, flaccid or whatever. What you gonna do then? What happens if the Lord just strike you with that out of nowhere, or you get in an accident? How you gonna please a woman then? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? See, shit like that is why I learned about things. And I don't understand how other men don't, or didn't, or won't. I be like, yo, bro. Or even women, like, I don't understand, but I get it, because we don't want to explore this. And because once you get down those waters, you know, that's when that lust and all of that comes in. And next thing you know, you're running down a rabbit coaster, riding the fucking car carousel. Or sleeping with multiple women and, you know, thinking it's cute. just to realize I didn't do anything different really, and there was nothing to be gained from that. I could have had one or two women and not been with either one of them because I don't want to be with nobody. I'm busy. I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm not committed right now. I don't want to be. I don't give a fuck what reason why, because I can. I'm free, so I'm gonna be. You know? But why not explore getting yourself better at what you do? Because, you know, we all want to be with somebody eventually. Like, I don't understand why people jump from person to person to person. I get it. A lot of people look really good. But, like, what the fuck? How many sexual experiences did you have? And then how many of them were actually good? Like, for real. See, that's what made me go celibate. Because once I realized, I was like, yo, you had taller, than you chick a little bit. You had skinny, small chicks. You slept with a fat chick. You've had a athletic chick. And all the ones you thought they was going to be really good, they wasn't. And the ones you didn't think was good, they were the bomb. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, and that's when I said, all right, it's not about what the look is. It's about what the person actually wants to do or has the skills to do. Because even if you don't have the skills, the want is where the intentions. And I realize when a woman or man wants to do something, it's way more pleasurable than them believing they have to do it. It's my job. No, it's not. That's my gift. You get it? Like, men gotta realize, like, dog, you're a gift to women, just like women gotta realize they're a gift to us. But what are you really gifting this person with? You get it? I ain't trying to make nobody feel bad, because you shouldn't feel bad. We're not talking about virgins, and we're not talking about people that haven't made mistakes and trying to do better. And, I'm talking about people like myself that are like trying to really do better, but also we're fighting against this worldly need of, like, I want to be out here, I want to be around somebody, but I can't find somebody that's actually going to live my lifestyle. So I'm not going to be alone though. Like, that's the kind of world we live in. At least me, I'm starting to get to the point where I'm like, it's gonna have to be alone, because there's not a lot of women that actually want to believe in the Most High or even sound the horns. Just whatever whatever. Because we all face things like this. Like, a lot of loneliness is going on for some reason right now. It doesn't make no fucking sense. And I come to find out, like, eventually, you're just like, if I can't find this person, it's not that you got to settle, because no one's really settling for anybody. What is meant for you ain't going to pass you. So are you really settling, or are you coming to the realization of what you really should be getting, or what you're, worth or something? I don't like using those words, because when people don't get what they think they deserve or worth, and they're like, oh, this is some bullshit, but it's like, I don't know, man. What's it worth having someone that really looks good, don't know how to act right? What's it worth having a woman that knows how to have sex but won't be committed to you? You get it? You see the trade-offs? Like, what the fuck do you really want? You want a woman that doesn't look really good, but knows how to be around you and be what you want? Do you want a woman that doesn't have a lot of experience, but wants to learn how to have a lot of experience just with you? You get it? This is the things that they don't teach us as men. This is the things that men and boys, we don't have fathers. We don't learn these things. We just go in the world and they just go get that, dog. Go get it. Not realizing you're wasting an opportunity to not only explore yourself and train yourself to be better, because we're going to have, well, you guys are going to have sex anyway. So one, you're risking mental trauma, physical trauma, disease, all these different things. And then you're not even learning nothing from it. You're not even fucking trying to exercise your actual, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, you taking risk of dying and you're not even trying to have good sex. Y'all niggas is crazy. You niggas is crazy. Like, straight up, man. Am I the only one that thinks like this? Like, am I the only one that was like, yo, bro, I gotta stop. Like, nah, we ain't running out there no more. You using all you wasting all this money going out with them. You wasting all your time and energy sleeping or hanging out. And then when you gotta go to work, you fucking tired as hell and shit. Like, man, nah. And then when you do end up being with sleeping with these women, the shit's not worth it. The shit they lay there. That's understandable, you know. Most of you's, it's what you's got trained to be like. You're so pretty, or you're a woman. But that shit is stupid. Like, it really is. Like, and I ain't trying to be all super. I'm trying to let good people know the reason y'all having a bad time in y'all relationship is because y'all stopped caring about each other sexually, because, you know, y'all been around each other for a long time, and that's understandable, but you need to figure it out, because I ain't got the answers. But I know that we all have these urges and we all have these feelings, and I've never met anyone in my life, ever in my entire life, that said, no, I don't like to have good sex. It does nothing. Never met anyone that said that shit. And if they did, it's because they never had it before. And that's why they say, nah, sex is just, good sex is of the devil. Like, get the fuck out of here with that. Niggas is crazy. Anyway, be safe, protect yourself, you know what I mean? Don't just be sleeping around with people.